Previously on Second Fiddles. While infiltrating the base of the aliens known as the Threat, Visidude was blasted with alien technology that rendered him fully visible. In the weeks since the attack on Rose City, he has yet to regain his invisibility. His supervising hero, Fourth Wall, has called Elijah in today to discuss his future as a sidekick. Let's begin.
Episode 486, Visidude.
Elijah, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Don't worry about it. It's not like I had anything to do today anyway.
Is that what the youth refer to as sarcasm?
No. I seriously have nothing to do. And you know what sarcasm is. Don't pretend to be out of touch. It's weird.
I know, it's just fun to remind everybody how old I am.
Okay.
Before we get started, I wanted you to know that someone from HR will be joining us momentarily.
Oh, that's not foreboding or anything.
You've gotten sassier since becoming visible, haven't you?
Not really. You just couldn't see me rolling my eyes before.
Ah.
It's okay. I was kind of expecting to get fired today.
What? No, you're not getting fired. Or at least I cannot confirm that until a representative from HR is present.
Okay.
Hello, Elijah.
Sophia? I wasn't expecting to see you here.
I know, but I'm not just the narrator. I'm still a character.
Yeah, you certainly are a character.
I normally don't work for HR, but because it was for you, they let me step in today. Don't worry, Fourth Wall. I memorized all of the HR documents and guidelines, so I'm fully qualified.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, Elijah, you're fired.
Hey!
Fourth Wall?
What? That's how I've always done it in the past.
Have a little tact.
Oh, honestly. Fourth Wall, let's have a conversation with Elijah so he understands the situation.
What? We're not done?
Oh, my goodness. Let me start, all right?
Fine, but I was really hoping to go use my Peloton.
Really? I cannot imagine you cycling.
I like it when they yell at me.
Ew.
Anyway, yes, Elijah, you will henceforth no longer be a sidekick for Fourth Wall, nor will you work for the Old Heroes Society in any capacity. And the NDA you signed remains intact unless every member of the society has died.
Don't get any ideas now. We're old, but we still have a lot of fight left in us.
I doubt Elijah was planning on killing you just so he could talk about classified missions.
You never know what these kids are learning from the TikTok.
I almost missed dealing with your brother, MacGuffin.
Huh? What's that? You'd like a blueberry muffin?
Never mind. Elijah, you're very quiet.
Well, I don't have much to say. I'm not a sidekick anymore. My heroism career is over.
Oh, that's not necessarily true. The leagues are actually still looking for someone to work in the communications department.
Or you could become a street vigilante. You're still a capable fighter. You have a ton of hero potential.
Well, I don't know. I don't really want an office job, but the whole vigilante thing sounds awful. I would need a new alias, too. Visidude obviously won't work anymore.
Have you thought of tweaking it to fit your current state? You could be Visidude. You could go by VD for short.
Oh, golly! VD has such a nice ring to it. I can imagine the headlines now. Bank robbery thwarted by VD. Alleyway mugging victim claims VD saved her life.
See? It has a nice ring to it.
No offense, Fourth Wall, but please leave.
Hey, you don't have to ask me twice. You've got the rest of this handled, Recall?
Yes, I do.
Visidude, thank you for your dutiful service. You are a great sidekick.
I'm sorry I lost my powers.
Oh no. The threat's alien energy blast didn't strip you of your powers. It reversed them.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, how would power reversal benefit the Threat more than eliminating powers altogether?
Just think, a hero with super strength would become super weak. Someone who can fly would instead start to sink into the ground.
So, what? I'm still superpowered, but Instead of making things invisible, I make invisible things visible again?
Something like that. You'll figure it out. Can I go now?
Yeah, why not? Thank you, sir. Enjoy your Peloton.
Oh, I will. Toodaloo.
All right, now that he's gone, how are you really doing?
Oh.
Oh, please stop slamming your head into the table and look at me.
What?
You'll get through this. Max and the rest of us are here to help you no matter what you need.
What I need are my powers back.
You heard what Fourth Wall said. You still have powers, even if they're not quite as useful. But just think, your friends and family can finally see you, and you don't have to worry about feeling ignored anymore.
Maybe I liked being ignored. I never had to fake smile at anyone or make small talk. How do I even do that? Chat about the weather? I don't want to talk about the weather.
You're hurt and frustrated and grieving the loss of your former powers. That is all completely understandable.
And how do I deal with this whole power reversal thing? What, I wait for an invisible villain to start terrorizing Rose City so I can negate their powers and make them easier to fight?
I only remember one hench person with invisibility-related powers. His name was Invisalign.
Like the tooth thing? Was he a dentist?
No, Invisalign was an invisible chiropractor.
Oh, jeez. What's next? Were you planning on using that as a transition to say, I need to realign my attitude?
No. What's next is an honest discussion about what you want to do with your life. That, and you need to turn in your ID badge and access card.
It's not that easy.
Yes, it is. You simply hand the badge and card to me and I will destroy them.
No, not those. I mean the part about my life.
You have a multitude of potential futures, Elijah. You just need to take the time to reevaluate what you want. Maybe you could create a vision board. Mine involves many cats.
If what I want is invisibility, wouldn't my vision board be blank?
Try to focus on what you want out of life, regardless if people can see you or not.
I don't know.
Don't think too much about it. What are 3 things you know that you want?
I want Max. I want my parents to stop coddling me, and I want to be a hero.
All right. Now, 3 things you know you don't want.
I don't want to feel useless. I don't want to be ignored. I don't want to be in a love triangle.
Good. Are you currently in a love triangle?
Well, I might as well be. After Max's ex Parker moved in, it really messed with my head.
Are you trying to prevent a repeat of your jealous boyfriend breakup argument from last season?
Who measures time by seasons?
Apparently I do, during moments of fourth wall breaking.
Fourth wall isn't broken. He's just old. And confusing.
Never mind. So, you're not jealous of Parker?
Well, even if I wanted to, I couldn't spy on them like I did with Phaser. But that was different. Phaser's older than Max, and there was this whole creepy power dynamic thing going on.
And with Parker?
Honestly, when I'm over there, he seems more interested in flirting with me than Max. He's always asking me questions, trying to get to know me. I don't know what his deal is.
Maybe he's lonely and trying to make friends. Being a vigilante is usually a solitary endeavor, and his family is still overseas. Does he actually know anyone in Rose City?
I didn't think of that. I don't know, but he can't just insert himself into the group like he's been here the whole time.
You did that the first time you joined Second Fiddles.
Well, yeah, but I got to know you and Chameleon during our intergalactic adventure. Not by joining the group.
Regardless, I think we should all give Parker a chance. Salamander murder aside, I think he actually fits in nicely.
But he and Max have a history. It's not like that one-sided stuff with Phaser. It's hard not to picture them together. I tried talking to Ren about it, but she said imagining them together was really hot. So I got flustered and just changed the subject.
Because it upset you?
Max is my first love, and he always will be. But Parker is his. How do I compete with that?
You don't need to, because it's not a competition. Max is with you. He adores you. And from seeing how he looks at you, now that he can actually see you, I know that's true. I've never seen him look at Parker like that.
Have I ever mentioned how grateful I am to have a friend with a superpowered memory?
Yes, this is the 8th time you've said it out loud.
I love you, Sophia.
I love you too, Elijah. So, will you give Parker a chance?
I think I have been. We hang out sometimes when I'm over there with Max, and he's not the worst. If I didn't know his history with Max, I would actually really like him.
The only person in the group with a good reason to dislike him is Linus.
Yeah, murdering one's sister isn't exactly a great way to start a relationship.
Speaking of murdering one's sister, I need to call Frankie when we're done here.
Oh, now what's she done?
It's amazing that my amnesia's gone, but reconnecting with Frankie has been difficult. At first, when we teamed up to wipe MacGuffin's mind, I asked her to be my sidekick. It only lasted 2 weeks and 4 days. I turned into Basher and almost literally threw her out of headquarters after a mission.
Yet another reason I'm glad I'm an only child.
We decided to keep our superhero careers separate from our sibling rivalries. So far, it's been going much better. The key is smaller doses of interaction, spread far enough apart that we don't begin to aggravate each other.
So, is she working for anyone else now? Not that I'd remember, right?
She's actually working with our father. He's mentoring the new A-League, and she's his administrative assistant. She was always Daddy's little girl anyway, before things went sour, so they're rebuilding their relationship.
Well, that's good to hear.
Indeed. Before we move on to your exit paperwork, I also need to tell you something concerning.
Uh-oh. Now what?
Early this morning, Chameleon texted me to let me know that the Croman General Plunger has finally arrived on Earth and was taken into custody.
That is really unfortunate. For the planet, and also me.
I know you said they never actually tortured you themselves, but we have made sure that they will not be leaving their assigned quarters without Chameleon as an escort.
I'm pretty sure Cam isn't working as an escort anymore.
You know what I mean.
What's going to happen to Plunger?
I don't know. Cam was tasked with educating them on the ways of our planet, but I'm not sure what the intention is behind that.
Huh. Well, that's just peachy. I hope they don't shapeshift into my body again.
If we don't find any additional voice actors, the chances are very likely.
I don't get you sometimes.
Now, before I have you sign all your termination paperwork, do you have any questions about the communications job?
My parents are obsessing over me lately, so a job would be a good excuse to get out of the house.
Also, you would be helping the people of Rose City.
Oh, yeah, that too. So much helping.
If you're interested, I could tell you about it.
Sure, why not?
This position is referred to by the A and B leagues as the Beacon. The Beacon oversees everything going on in Rose City. You would be their eyes and ears, using sophisticated technology to keep tabs on villains, hench people, and other criminals in real time.
That sounds kinda cool.
The Beacon is the first point of contact for heroes. It used to be operated by an android created by Bionic Brian before he left on the mission to Galaxy BJ69, but after the Cromans killed him, the android stopped functioning. We've all been taking turns in the role ever since.
So, is it just answering phones and alerting heroes when something bad is going on?
Not just that, no. There's also a public relations element. When heroes are being interviewed on the news, the Beacon is in their ears, helping them say the right thing. It's a vital role, and I think you have the potential to really thrive.
I'm glad you have confidence in me, but I don't know.
You would also learn how to operate the teleporters, even though they're spotty sometimes. The Beacon is really the secret backbone of Rose City's hero leagues.
Great. Just another way of being invisible.
Which is what you want, correct?
Yeah, but not like that. I don't want to try something new. I just want to go back to the way things were.
Okay, Boomer.
Ew, hey.
It's true. Don't be lazy. I had to work hard when I lost my memory, but I got through it, and I have complete faith that you will get through this too.
I don't know. Would they respect me?
Who, the A-League?
Yeah, I mean, if I became the beacon, will everyone actually listen to me?
Why wouldn't they?
Because most of them have no idea that I exist. If they ignore me, it's not like I can scream like Tammy to make them listen.
I don't understand your reference.
What reference?
You said, scream like Tammy, but I don't know what that means.
You know, Tammy, Pitch, our friend?
I do not have a friend named Tammy.
She's a sonic screamer? Linus's girlfriend? She's Max's sister.
You must be mistaken. Max is an only child, like you. That's one of the reasons you first bonded. And Linus has many girls that are friends, but definitely not a girlfriend.
Are you messing with me right now?
If anyone would remember someone, it would be me.
But I don't... What?
Why do you think Max has a sister?
I don't think so. I know he does. This has got to be your sister's doing. It wouldn't be the first time.
Why would Frankie change your memories to create a fake sister?
No, she changed your memories to erase her.
She wouldn't dare. Besides, when she uses her powers on me, it leaves a vagueness behind, an uncertainty. I don't feel any of that now.
Okay, then answer me this. What happened with the Dairy Fairy last year?
Linus and Max were going for a walk in the park, and then the Dairy Fairy attacked. Max's laser vision blew up the ice cream truck, and the resulting blast incapacitated the Dairy Fairy.
No, Pitch nearly killed her with sonic screams. She blew out her eardrums.
No, that was caused by the proximity to the explosion.
Well, why was Linus going for a walk with Max? Tammy's the one who brought Max and Linus together in the first place.
They were roommates. They spent a lot of time going for walks.
They were only roommates because Linus moved in with his girlfriend after his dad kicked him out. Max hated Linus for bullying him in college.
Yes, he did hate him, but those feelings changed after Linus helped save Max after Salamander and MacGuffin kidnapped him.
Oh my god, this is insane. What about, crap. I can't think of a time when Tammy was actually relevant.
I'm starting to become concerned. Are you all right?
Aha! I got it. Your sister, Frankie. How did you reconnect with her?
You tricked her and put a power dampener around her neck and then locked us in a room together to hash out our differences.
I helped, but Tammy's the one who contacted her. Tammy was auditioning sidekicks, and she met your sister. She's the one who pieced everything together and tricked her into that room.
No, I promise. It was you.
I had no idea she even existed, Sophia. How could I? No one knew about her but Tammy.
No, you did it. You figured it out, and then you... I don't quite remember.
See? This is all wrong.
How did we trick her into that audition room?
I told you. It was Tammy.
It's like my memory hits a wall. It's not like when I had amnesia, and it doesn't feel like Frankie's powers. This is completely different. It's like the memories are alive and reshaping and trying to prevent me from knowing the truth.
That's not good.
No, it is not.
So, you believe me?
I don't know what to believe, but I trust you. You've never lied to me before.
Not that you know of.
That is not the best thing to say at a time like this.
Sorry. I'm sure I've lied before, though. No one's perfectly honest all of the time.
You are not helping.
Sorry.
Perhaps this has something to do with what Fourth Wall just said before he left about your powers.
Hold on. I'm texting Max.
What did you say?
I asked if he's an only child.
Did he respond?
He just sent back the word, duh. Then a question mark. Oh, then he said, good thing too, after dealing with Cassie, I don't see how Ren puts up with her. Okay, so it's not just you, Sophia. If Max doesn't remember his own sister, this is a bigger problem. What were you saying about my powers?
Fourth Wall said, and I quote, "The threat's alien energy blast didn't strip you of your powers, it reversed them, and then you said, instead of making things invisible, I make invisible things visible again," and then Fourth Wall replied with something like that.
I know, Sophia. I was there 10 minutes ago.
I'm just making sure.
I think you enjoy doing that sometimes.
Incorrect. I always enjoy doing that.
So what's your point? About my powers.
Superpowers are notoriously fickle, especially when you're trying to define them. Maybe instead of being able to see invisible things, you're able to unearth things that are hidden, reveal things that are unseen. Do you understand what I mean?
So, you think someone went out of their way to make us forget that Tammy ever existed, but my new power lets me remember her?
That's my assumption, but there's no way of knowing for certain.
Ah, shit. This is bonkers.
Bonkers indeed.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go to test this out on my parents. My dad projects a field of silence, and my mom can turn invisible.
I already knew that, of course, but it's a good refresher for the listeners.
You're so weird sometimes. Anyway, I'll see if I can see and hear through their powers. All right. What are we waiting for? Let's go. What?
You still have to fill out all your exit paperwork.
Oh, right. Do I at least get any severance pay? I know. I had to ask.
Severance? What's next? Health insurance for sidekicks?
Today sucks.
In this episode of Second Fiddles, Elijah is voiced by Nick Bissett, Sophia is voiced by Robin Rimey, and Fourth Wall is voiced by John Pupo. Music by Pete Johnson, and writing, producing, and sound design by Matt Johnson. To connect with us on social media, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Second Fiddles Podcast, Tumblr at Second Fiddles, and X, Twitter, at Second Fiddles, spelled 2ND Fiddles. Transcripts of all of our episodes can be found at our website, secondfiddlespodcast.com. Please rate and review and stuff. Unless you're going to say something like really, really bad, then maybe don't. Thanks for listening.